So there's this one Peruvian family that I started teaching in my last area. They'd actually been founded by the missionaries before me. And like immediately before I got there, all of the kids got baptized. It was a pretty cool experience. And so when we got there, the big task was helping the father to start listening to us and start wanting to like fix up his life and get married and get baptized. And it was a really long process. Like at first we were just mainly focusing on trying to help them get married because that was a really important part. We didn't want to break up their family, but we also and we really wanted to help them to make that decision. And so we started working with them. They were really set on getting married, and then they started having a lot of problems. There was one point where they said that they were almost at the point of just separating and calling it off completely. And at that point, we told them that we weren't going to pass by anymore, and we stopped passing by for a few weeks. And then I remember I think it was 3 or 4 weeks afterwards, my companion asked me if I wanted to go and talk to that family. And so we decided to go over there, and we started talking to them, and it was pretty cool actually. I think it was the wife. She was already a member. She started telling us that she'd been sending her oldest son to the civil register, is what they call it in Spanish, or registro civil. And she was telling us that she sent her son over there a few times to try and figure out what they needed to do to start getting the paperwork ready to get married. And so we started working with them from that point on. And I think within a month they got married, and he got baptized the day after. It was really cool. And they are currently active. The only person that isn't going to the church right now is the oldest son. He got baptized like 10 years ago, and he hasn't really gone to church ever since he was like 12 or 13. So I think the missionaries are still working with him right now. But still, like pretty much the entire family except for him is going to the church, and it's really cool. I want to try and get there for when they go through the temple next summer, but we'll see what happens.